We're group 16 and we chose to do our project on chapter 7, listening and responding.
In our video, we took the 4 stages of listening from chapter 7 and applied it to a task as simple as making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Each of the 4 stages are significantly important when it comes to listening. Hearing plays a major role since it is when the listener picks up the sound wave directed towards them, as well as understanding, because that is when one interprets the message associated with the sound or what the sound means. Evaluating is the process of assessing your reaction to a message, which goes hand in hand with responding, which shows others how you regarded their message.
We took 3 volunteers and had them give us instructions on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. These volunteers aged in ranges from elementary to middle-aged to elderly. We show how easily things can be misinterpreted and how, without giving exact instructions, a whole project can get derailed. We really hope that you enjoy watching what takes place and what unfolds, and thank you so much for giving us the time.
Open bread and take out 2 slices. Open peanut butter jar and with knife spread peanut butter on 1 slice of bread. Get about 1/4 of an inch thick. Close enough. Open the jelly. With the knife, spread jelly on the other slice of bread as much as you want. Okay, I guess we're just gonna use the same knife. Okay. Put the 2 slices together. Cut sandwich in half with knife. Okay. Put halves on plate and eat.
Alright, so we have the adult test for the peanut butter and jelly challenge. So we're gonna read the directions. Alright, first, open the bag with the bread in it. Okay, take out 2 slices of bread. Okay, open the peanut butter. Alright, take knife and put peanut butter on the knife. Peanut butter's on the knife. Spread the peanut butter with knife on slice of bread until bread is covered. Gotta cover it all. Wow, thanks, Mom. This is great. Very messy. Okay. Open the lid of the jelly. Okay. Squeeze jelly on bread till covered.
Child.
Place the slice of peanut butter on top of the slice of jelly, putting peanut butter and jelly sides touching. Sandwich is done.
Technically, you made a sandwich.
It's great, great sandwich. All right, thank you.
All right, this is the test for the younger individual. Cheslow, would you please instruct Anya how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
No, Aya.
Well, that was almost a sentence. Are those instructions for Anya?
No,
No?
not why.
Not what?
Mutton.
Who's that? Alright, this is take 2 of the elementary age test. Decided to go for someone who's a bit older than our last subject. Marty, so you're going to have to instruct Anya how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, step by step. I will follow anything you say literally. Do you know what literally means?
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah.
What does literally mean?
Literally means you'll do anything.
Okay. So, do you like PB&Js?
No,
Why not?
because I'm allergic to them.
Oh. Alright then. So what's the first step in making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
You get some bread.
I get some bread.
Yeah.
Where do I get the bread from?
Here.
You're pointing to something off screen. What is that?
This.
Oh. Right. So we have a piece of bread. Right, let's see. Put peanut butter and jelly. Peanut. P-E-N-U-T. Peanut. Okay. Where do I get peanut butter and jelly?
It's right here, the same place.
Alright. Put it on the bread.
No, not like that.
Is that it?
No, so there's something here. Get it off.
Oh, I'm supposed to take off the jar.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to unscrew it? No, you can't do that. Marty, I have to do it all
You
by myself.
twist it.
What do you mean twist it?
Is it twist it like
Clockwise or counterclockwise?
clockwise?
Right, clockwise. Marty, that didn't work. What do I do now?
The other way.
What's the other way?
This way.
I don't know what that means. Marty, I'm not a visual learner. Come on. I just said it.
So,
Oh, so counterclockwise. Okay. So now what?
you get a knife. Close enough.
Okay.
Scoop it
You said scoop it.
the other way. And then put it here
Put it where?
on the bread. No, you're supposed to spread it on the bread.
Oh, I'm supposed to spread it. Marty, it's sticking to the spoon. What do I do? Okay.
Just like this. It's just jelly.
What do you mean what's wrong with me? I'm just following everything you're saying to the letter. Alright. And now what?
And now you get another piece of bread.
You said a piece.
Yeah.
A piece of bread. And it says to repeat it if I want.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Repeat it if I want. The sandwich in the elderly video was relatively simple. A single piece of folded bread in which the production process left little room for your usual tomfoolery. But the adult and especially the children's test had the same thing in common. They expected us to fill in certain blanks. Of course, when you say spread the peanut butter, you use a knife to spread it out. You don't dip it in backwards and slap it on the bread. They assumed we would understand the context of their instructions, despite knowing that we stated we would be taking their steps very literally. While communicating, we make a lot of assumptions about each other's intelligence. We assume you understand basic concepts like knowing the difference between hot and cold, the difference between a spoon and a fork, the general knowledge that the earth is round and not shaped like a dinosaur. It's easy to get someone to listen to you. It's a matter of how they understand the message that ultimately dictates how they evaluate the situation and respond. That's just how close the 4 stages of listening actually are to each other. This actually has some real-life application in the term audience adaptation, in which the effective communicator learns the early value of audience adaptation, and that many of the elements of the message can be shaped to suit the receiver's unique perceptual filter. And if I were to adapt that statement to make it easier for a general audience to understand, basically when someone adjusts a word choice to better convey a message. It's really just a matter of instructional communication, a systematic ability to speak in such an eloquent way to convey a message to a receiver, also known as rhetoric. In this way, you could somewhat steer a person's understanding of something to get the desired response from them. A successful way to pass our experiment would have been to eliminate any ambiguity in the steps, because since we were taking everything literally, we would read each step from word to word and perform that exact step. It's just so we don't have stuff like this happening.
No, not like that.
Is that it? This experiment demonstrated the overall importance of the 4 stages of listening by showing how each step really impacted one another, and how much something as simple as failing to get someone to understand you could lead to disasters.